back to another video. Today I am giving you a bookshelf tour that nobody asked for. So this is gonna be a very simple one because I only have one bookshelf, but I just wanted to show you, I guess, for no reason at all. It's not really like one of those that you see on Pinterest, not like really that aesthetic, so be nice. Okay, so we're gonna start with the books in the top. Here I have Colleen Hoover books. Hear me out, listen before you start judging me. I had these when I started reading. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. And out of these books, I only read 3. And I wanna tell you a fun fact about this bookshelf here. Behind this, there's always like a space. So I always like to use that with books that I just wish to forget they exist. What's hiding behind this one, you may ask? Ugly Love. I don't ever want to hear anything about anybody else's son's balls ever again. If you read this, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, going back to the books, I have Ugly Love, unfortunately. I'm gonna put this back. It ends with us and it starts with us. I know these are very controversial books, but I like them. I'm not really gonna try to justify myself. I don't need to explain myself to you. Thank you very much. And then we have Reminders of Him, Maybe Someday, All Your Perfects. These 3 I have not read because I got really tired of Colleen's style for a little bit and then I just never picked up another book again. I might read this one maybe one day because my best friend bought it for me and I just feel bad if I didn't read what he bought me, so whatever. We got Little Wishes, The Flat Share, Love on the Brain, The Love Hypothesis, Check and Mate, and Bunny. And then my favorite part, we have my beautiful, amazing, gorgeous T-Rex fossil Lego set. Okay, this is from the Jurassic Park franchise and oh my god. My boyfriend got it for me on Valentine's Day and it was so fucking awesome. And it's so cute. And then we also have this Brachiosaurus, one of my favorite dinosaurs ever. Sauropods are the best dinosaur family and you cannot tell me otherwise. Look at him. He can do no wrong. He's just there. And he will remember your birthday. So my friend Crystal got this for me so I can put it on my bookshelf and I thought it was very nice. And if you're wondering about these are supposed to be lights, but I don't have any batteries for it. So I just hung it in there and yeah. I love my children. Moving on. On this other side, we have, I'm sorry if you can't read the titles properly because of the fat ass dinosaur in the way, but we got Emergency Contact. We got The Brilliant Life of Eudora Honey set. I think this was a soft DNF for me, but I just never picked it up again because I forgot and I am not in the mood for it again. The Summer I Turned Pretty, Me Before You, The Sea of Tranquility, Archer's Voice, Punk 57, We Were Liars, Family of Liars, I, Lucia, and a very short collection of stories called Vidrinas. So I think there's another one here and I am sure it's Holding Up the Universe. That is the worst book I have ever read. I didn't finish it. It's getting really hot in here, so I put my hair up in sports mode. Okay, we're gonna keep going with the second shelf, probably one of my favorites. Here we have the Kingdom of the Wicked trilogy. Kingdom of the Wicked is hidden in here, not because I wish it didn't exist, but because it wasn't actually that good. And Kingdom of the Curse was just a little better, but uneventful. So I really don't know what to think of this series. But anyways, we also have Throne of the Fallen by Carrie Maniscalco, my queen. I love her, but I have not read this book yet. I am so sorry. I have not read these 2 either. Don't even ask me about it. Stalking Jack the Ripper, Haunting Prince Dracula, and then my most prized possession, my very first collection of books. Oh my god. Yeah, I know. So we have obviously Midnight Sun, Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn, The Second Life of Bree Tanner, Life and Death, and obviously the illustrated guide. I need to know everything about everything. Then moving to this side, we have the Serpent and Dove trilogy. So the second one is Blood and Honey, and the third one is Gods and Monsters. And then this series right here. Oh my god, I just thinking about it makes me want to blush. This. I don't even know. This series is from 2009, but I never read it until 2021 because it wasn't until then that I got into reading. And Hush Hush. Me and this book were like this. This would be the last book I would be reading if the world was ending. If my house was burning down, I would save this book. I'm sorry. this was my comfort series in 2021. This series came to me just in the right moment because in 2021, the beginning of 2021 was possibly like one of the worst years I've had in my life. This was, oh my God. Patch Cipriano is my faceless man. Like, I know how every girl always dreams about this faceless man that treats them so right, and he always visits them in their dreams when they need him the most. And then I read the series and I'm like, oh my God. I decided that Patch is my faceless man because, oh my God. Oh, anyways, we have Hush Hush Crescendo. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. I say it like that because Michael Jackson says it like that, so he must be right because he's also a Virgo. Silence and Finale. And then, again, hiding behind the shelf is The Beautiful. A waste of my fucking time. All right, we love that. Here, I'm not hiding anything behind here because this boy's pretty chunky, so I kind of like took advantage of that. So we have the Crescent City trilogy by Sarah J. Maas. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a trilogy. I'm just calling it a trilogy because there are only 3, so don't listen to me. So we got Crescent City and then Throne of Glass. I only have the first 2 books of the Throne of Glass series because I haven't really started it, and I really don't want to spoil it in a series where I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it or not. So we got Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, and then we have A Court of Thorns and Roses, A Court of Mist and Fury, blah blah blah. We got the ACOTAR series over here, my beloved. I finished it this year and I'm so excited there's gonna be another one. Okay, like, hear me out. If it's about Asriel, I'm gonna lose my mind. I am an Asriel girly, okay? Like, I know this one was supposed to convert me into like a Kazan girly. Like, maybe I am a little bit of a Kazan girl, but Asriel, he's so troubled. I can fix him. He just needs to give me a chance. Moving on, we have Fourth Wing. I haven't read it yet despite the hype around it, but whatever. Ghost Eaters, Vespertine. I think it's called like that. Vespertine. Anyways, Sorcery of Thorns, An Enchantment of Ravens. This book is all right, but I have not finished it. So this was like a soft DNF. And then we have Prince of the Song and Sea. This is like the Little Mermaid retelling. This is my boyfriend. This is my first fictional boyfriend. I feel like Henry Cavill was the one who was supposed to play this in the live action, but nobody ever listens to me. It should have been Henry Cavill. Thank you. This is gonna say a lot about me and you're gonna call me a hypocrite, but I fucking hate Funko Pops. I wish death upon them and I wish for a world without them. So I made a few exceptions though. This one, I actually bought it with my own money. I know some people are gonna be crying, oh, why you take it out the box? Girl, nobody gives a shit about that ugly ass box. So I took him out of the box so I can put him in my pretty bookshelf right next to my retelling. I know you're trying to fill the void your father left you with that plastic, but don't project it onto me. So leave me alone. One of my managers actually got this for me, so this is very precious to me and I will always appreciate it. I know she's probably watching right now. If you're watching, you know who you are. I love you and I miss you. And then we have this one. This is actually my first Funko Pop ever. I didn't buy it. My best friend got it for me because he knows I love Supernatural. Oh my God, no. You have to be shitting me. Oh my God, thank God he doesn't watch my videos, cause no. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Dean. I'm just gonna put him in here with his arm. This is where it's going. There we go. Let's pretend that didn't happen. I was so invested in Dean's lost arm that I forgot to show you these 3. I have the first 3 Harry Potter books. I don't have any of the others. And if I'm honest, I only read the first book. So we're gonna keep moving. All right, so now we're in the 4th shelf. Here we have The Priory of the Orange Tree. This was a gift from one of my old managers too. We have Altar, we have cathedrals here, All the Things I Will Tell You Tomorrow, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, Blonde Identity, Filthy Rich Vampire. This was a soft DNF, but I think I'm just gonna pick it back up once I want to just have pure brain rot. Court of the Vampire Queen, If He Had Been With Me, This, Blood That Binds Us, The X-Hex, The League of Gentlewomen Witches, Caraval. I did a reading blog on this, so if you wanna check it out, you should. Legendary. I'm basing the book finale, so depending on this one, of how this one ends, then I'm gonna decide if I want to buy it or not. But I really should, because I also have the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy, I guess. Yeah, we have the first book of Haunting Adeline. We have Twisted Love, Twisted Games. I have the rest of the books on my Kindle because I was too lazy to buy them physically. So I was like, whatever. So we got King of Wrath. I only have the first one. We have Hooked, Carrie Soto is Back, One True Loves, Malibu Rising, Divine Rivals, The Inheritance Games, and which one am I hiding behind here? Oh. We got Shatter Me, but I'm not really sure if I'm ever gonna read that, you guys. I don't know. I think I should do like a book on a haul at some point and like donate them. There are some books here that I'm not really sure if I'm actually ever gonna read. We are in the 5th and almost final shelf. I don't have much here because most of these books are just the ones that I got during my trip to Florida. So if you wanna also check my book haul, you can do it too. Anyways, so we have Daughter of the Pirate King. I got this one such a long time ago. Am I ever gonna read it? I don't know. We have Magnolia Parks. I wanna read this year, you guys. I wanna read it. I've seen so many YouTubers talk about it and I'm like, I'm so curious. Like, it seems kind of messy. Correct me if I'm wrong, it seems kind of messy. And I'm just like, okay, I wanna see what's up. So we have The Deal by L. Kennedy. Honestly, not my cup of tea. I give it 3 stars. It was kind of... That's it. That's my silent review. Thank you. A Winter's Promise, Love from Scratch, When Grumpy Met Sunshine, The American Roommate Experiment, The 7 Years Slipped by a Thread by Lucy Score. Right now, it's not here because I'm reading it. I'm reading Things We Never Got Over. I'm really liking Lucy Score's writing style, so I hope I like this one as much as I'm liking the one I'm reading. Then we have 1,000 Heartbeats by Kara Cass. We have Powerless. This is a Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. And it's pink. The original one, I think it's purple, but it's so cute. I only got it literally because it's pink. I have this on my Nook. Then we have Anatomy. You guys, this cover is gorgeous. I saw this book so many times at the bookstore. Like on the 5th time that I saw it, I realized this was a dress. Like, this is the girly, and it's like a heart, and love it. I love it so much. And like, look at the inside. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. We have The Dating Plan and Drunken Love. And this is so funny because these two are from my first bookstore vlog ever. It still has the receipt. It's faded by now, but then we have Heartless by Marissa Mayer. I also love this cover. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And then Fallen. I'm very conflicted about this one because this was a DNF, but it was good. If I was 15, I would have eaten this up. Also, look at that font. It's really big. Well, I don't think you can tell on the camera, but it's really big, and I love that. I actually loved that. Wow, when I read it, I don't remember it being this big. But I really liked it. I love this cover also because this is beauty. This is my beauty standard, okay? Hence why my hair is dyed black all the damn time. Amy Lee is my beauty standard, period. She's the reason why I dye my hair, and I'm gonna see her in May, okay? I will never shut up about that. Do you want me to do a vlog about that? Do you want me to vlog the concert? Can I do that without getting a copyright strike? I'm gonna Google that, but do you guys actually want me to do a vlog? It's gonna feel like a little random in the channel considering what I usually just talk about, but oh my god, that's gonna be the best night of my life. Anyways, back to the book. I loved it so much because of the cover and like the idea of fallen angels and whatever. If I was 15, it would have been good, but I don't think it was very slow, and it was also very predictable. So I didn't finish it. I only watched a horrible movie that they made just for the sake of nostalgia. You can tell, really. And I was not gonna read 5 more books. So yeah, I'm not hiding it because I didn't wish it existed, but because I already read it, so whatever. I also have a puzzle that I started, but I didn't finish because I got a headache. So I'm just gonna wait for my boyfriend to come over so he can help me finish because we like building stuff like that, so. And I also have this cookbook that I stole from my grandmother's kitchen. This is iconic. This is originally from the 70s, according to my grandmother. And I love that she has her own like notes in the back. I don't cook that much, but I aspire to. So now we have the shelf of nightmares because it's an actual mess. It's a lot. It's messy. That's where I put the books I don't think I'm ever gonna read, or the classics. That sounds so illiterate of me. We're gonna start with a collection of Jane Austen's greatest works. This was a Christmas gift from one of my best friends. It smells so good. It's so nice. And like, I wanna read from it, but I don't wanna ruin it. I love it. It has Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility as well, I think. I could easily forgive his pride if he had not mortified mine. It's so pretty. I read this when I was in high school and it was pretty good. And I bought it with the hopes of rereading it, but I haven't gotten to it yet because I am an amazing procrastinator. 1984, iconic. Read this in 8th grade. Great Gatsby, iconic. I also read it in high school when I was in 10th. These are the stories of the Grimm brothers, and this was before I got the lmao version, so I'm gonna show you that later. But this is in Spanish. I liked it. It was good. I don't usually read in Spanish, but I liked it. Just for the sake of having the stories. Lolita, period. I love that cover. Like, it's just so cute. We have 2 books by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, an icon. I used to read him in high school against my will because I wasn't that interested. I watched a movie on this one. This was my mother's copy actually when she was in high school. So this is pretty old. Iconic. Interview with the Vampire by Anne Rice. This one also a manager gave to me. The Vampire Lestat as well. She also gave it to me because she was like cleaning out some books. And these tiny books, these are like poems. I bought this in a local store in San Juan. Like they had like a museum with art prints and stuff, and they also had like poetry and like short books like this for $1. I thought it was awesome. And this one has like film pictures and it's good. It's actually good. I also got this one gifted. It's also by Anne Rice. It's like Vampire Chronicles or something like that. It's in Spanish. We have some Edgar Allan Poe. Icon, The Moment, The Star. This one was a reading for class, so I'm not gonna get into it. I got this one because I like the pink cover. It's kind of like, I think it's inspired by Greek mythology. I think. I only read like the first few pages, but I really don't remember much when I bought it, so. This is for my American literature class. So I'm not really gonna talk about it much, but it's heavily tabbed, heavily annotated. And yeah. Very interesting what I'm learning in this course. And then the one that I told you, the lmao version of the Grimm brothers stories, the fairy tales. And it's so awesome because it's like, you know, got this cool shit. Yeah, iconic. He literally ate. I also have this book. This book was gifted to me by my godmother. I didn't put it here because I don't want to read it. I forgot I put it there. And it's gotten quite popular, and I don't know why I haven't gotten around to read it. It's like people say that it gives Harry Potter vibes, kind of. And I'm like, okay, I'll read it sometime. I really don't know when, because since it's in Spanish, I'm not always in the mood to read in Spanish. We have Verity by Colleen Hoover. I forgot I had this book actually. Verity. My Dark Vanessa. Let me tell you something. This book is like originally what? $27.99, and I got it for $5 at Ollie's. This was gifted to me at a museum, so we're gonna ignore that. Oh my god, it's so dusty down here. It's embarrassing. So if you see some dust, you ignore that. We have the first 2 books of the Craved series. I couldn't get past the first chapter, so I'm not really interested. I got more cookbooks. This is called Simple Pasta. This one's quick and easy. This is like a German illustrated dictionary because I am slowly learning German, but we're there. We also got German, more German. We got the book. It's called the Tarot Bible. It's not really a Bible, but it's just like a really good, useful guide for when you're beginning to get into like tarot readings. It's heavily annotated too. Fucking a lot of shit in there. This book, Lohfi by PewDiePie. This is a piece of art. This is literature. There can't be winners without losers. So really, you're doing the world a favor. There's plenty of fish in the sea, but they don't want to stay with you either. It's never too late to give up. Such wise words. Can you see from here? You have Film for Her. This is like poetry with film pictures when I was going through my film phase. I love taking pictures and film, so when I saw this, I was like, you're coming home with me. I was bored and I was curious, okay? But it's very boring, so I didn't finish it. It's called Ladies on Top. It's about a girl who doesn't realize that she likes to be dominant. And this guy doesn't want to admit that he likes to be dominated. I don't want to keep talking about that. Just a random notebook. Some books about writing fiction, because when I used to study in another university, I had a Spanish literature class and they were teaching us creative writing. So I got these for reference. We also have War Against All Puerto Ricans. I read this, well, a little bit of it when I was in high school because my professor kept talking about it, so I got a copy. And then this book that I got, unfortunately, because of a blind date with a book, I will never trust one of those in my life again. Because it said like nonfiction, photography, social media, social criticism as well. And I'm like, oh, period. I want to know what this is. Fascism. I haven't even bothered to give this a chance. And I couldn't return it, obviously, because that's the point. It's a blind date with a book, but you can't return it. So you can see Michael Jackson in the back. It's a very big booklet about the Dangerous Tour. I'm not gonna take it out because it's really crippling and I don't want it to fall apart. And then we got this book. Oh, this is such a sweet book. Also very dusty. Oh my god, do you see that? It's also very dusty, but this is a very good wholesome book because it's about an alien that goes to Earth and he wants to investigate about humans. So we got like these cute graphics. It's an extremely fast read. You can read this in a day. But it's so wholesome and it's so cute because he starts to like see the complexity of human emotions and like, you know, why do they do the things they do? And also animals too. It's called Everyone's an Alien When You're an Alien Too. I'm getting allergies now. Another one of my birthday gifts from my best friend. Oh my god. If you can see my dusty ass shirt, I am so sorry. I'm happy that I kept this in the plastic because it's very dusty down there. But I don't want to write in it either. I just want to keep it like as a collectible because this is the Supernatural Journal from the father of Sam and Dean. And it also has like a lot of annotations about the supernatural creatures that we see in the show. So that's pretty cool. And we also have some flyers and we have sticky notes inside. I'm not gonna take it out. I can use it for other stuff too, but I don't want to. This is a prized possession for me. And then moving here, we have my box full of vinyl. My vinyl collection is not really big. It's just, I guess we can just call it practical because I just got the ones that I wanted to listen to. I don't really collect like 1,000 vinyls of the same album. Taylor Swift, I'm looking at you. I love you, but stop doing that. We're gonna go from back to front. The Jackson 5. The Jacksons, when they changed their name to the Jacksons. I was obsessed with this album, and Randy was the love of my life at that time. So this is a good album. State of Shock, really good. Off the Wall by Michael Jackson, obviously. My grandma gave this to me, as well as this one, Thriller. So fucking good. We also have Thriller 25, and then I also have another one because it was gifted to me by mistake, and the other person didn't know that I already had it, and I didn't want to break their heart, so I just took it. I accepted it because I love Michael Jackson. So what the hell? I have Bad by Michael Jackson. I almost have all Michael Jackson, okay? Just bear with me. Then I have Bad 25, my favorite album of all time by Michael Jackson, Dangerous, a piece of art. History by Michael Jackson. Invincible by Michael Jackson. This album is also so underrated. People took it for granted. Escape by Michael Jackson. I remember finding this in New York in a subway station. Like they had like a music store going on. So while we waited for the train, we walked in and I saw this and grabbed it immediately. Then we have Lana Del Rey. This was my first Lana vinyl, so I was very happy about it because Born to Die is just everything. Paradise. Chemtrails Over the Country Club. Violet Bent Backwards Over the Grass. This is just her reading the book that she wrote. I haven't bought the book, but I heard the vinyl. Norman fucking Rockwell. Best fucking album ever. Then we have Chromatica by Lady Gaga. I feel so sad that she didn't do like a sleeve like this. This packaging just feels sloppy and lazy and like she didn't care about me. So the Arctic Monkeys. Did you really go through a Tumblr phase if you didn't have this one? My Queen, once again, Lady Gaga, The Fame Monster. This is the deluxe editions with 2 albums by Lady Gaga, which was The Fame Monster and The Fame. So she just turned into a deluxe edition in one, and we have all my favorite songs ever. This was the best era ever, and you cannot tell me otherwise. We got Pretty Reckless by Tara Momsen. I would love to open this album for you, but I can't because her boobs are out. Miley Cyrus, Breakout. I literally only got this because of Fly on the Wall, 7 Things, and Girls Just Wanna Have Fun. Oh, and See You Again. Great era. I was obsessed. ABBA, of course. Julie London, I think she might be one of my favorite jazz singers from the 50s. We got the Barbie vinyl, of course, iconic movie. And then last but not least, I'm just gonna say that I was very happy. I'm so happy to exist in the same time as this album. And then here we have a massive collection of stories being narrated in Spanish. This is actually, these were my mom's. And we have every single like Disney fairy tale. I haven't listened to them. Maybe one day when I'm feeling sad and nostalgic. This is so heavy. Where's my man when I need him? I'm sure that last shelf was a jump scare for you, and I'm really sorry about that, but I guess we all got one of those. I feel very dusty. There's cat hair everywhere, and I'm losing my mind. But I really hope you enjoyed this extremely, absolutely boring bookshelf tour. And I hope to get another one soon so I can buy more books, but I'm not sure if that's gonna happen because I really need to finish my physical TBR. I will be exposing myself in another video. Don't worry about that. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you hated it, give me one too. And I will see you in the next video.